welcome tonight's mayoral debate. I'm Diane Larson. I'll be moderating this debate live from the Valentine Theater. Many of you are getting your first look at the candidates. It's an opportunity for you to hear from them. Let me turn back to you. Hello. And it's an opportunity for you to hear from them in their own unrehearsed words. So right now we want to take just a snapshot look at the 6 people who want to be mayor. James Harmon is a mathematics teacher at Amazing Grace Academy. He's running as an independent. He's married, has 7 children, and 7 grandchildren. Our final opening statement comes from James Harmon. Mr. Harmon.
Good evening. I'm honored to be here tonight, and I thank you for this opportunity. I thank all the sponsors, and my children couldn't be here tonight. There's 7 of them. They have very busy lives, and as they see, so do I. I'm James Harmon, and I'm 53 years old. Father of 7, grandfather of 7, and I attended schools here in Toledo, Newberry, Jones, and Bowser High School. I also attended the University of Toledo and also Owens Community College, along with many other technical schools in Toledo and elsewhere. I also studied in Europe. I'd like to say that my goals for Toledo are simple. Everyone in Toledo knows what Toledo needs. What concerns me is that our city fathers never seem to address those true needs. They go off on different tangents in different areas, and what they believe is their idea of what should happen. Now, I have spoke with over 10,000 people in the last 4 months. Yes, 10,000 people. And these 10,000 people have given me their concerns. Their concerns go many, many places, and they don't seem to be touched upon, yet they keep being looked over. If elected mayor of Toledo, I will be the person to take care of those needs and build for the future. Thank you.
Our final question goes to James Harmon from Mary Lou Johannick.
Mr. Harmon, we don't know a lot about you. According to city records, you were an employee of the city from 1971 to 1988, and then you retired on a disability. Last year, you started a job teaching at a Baptist school in Springfield Township. Can you tell us what you were doing in the intervening 12 years, and also what disability did you retire on?
Yes, thank you very much, because I didn't have the time to speak of that sooner. I was a mechanic and a maintenance supervisor for the city of Toledo when a tragic accident, an overhead door weighing over 600 pounds fell on me, causing a spinal compression. It put me in a wheelchair and on crutches for 5.5 years. During this time, I was searching for many answers, so I studied what the doctors didn't tell me, and I then went to Owens Community College because of the Ohio Veterans Administration give me that opportunity. I then attended Toledo University and then went on to a flight school and became a pilot. During that time, I was flying around. I knew there was something I needed to give back to the community. So that is why I'm here today, because I have such a diverse amount of everything, in experience, intelligence. I believe that I would be the best mayor of Toledo. Thank you.
With all the discussions about adding more police, have you considered the resulting impact on the court system and the jail? Where will you find the funding, and how will you address space problems that will result from adding more police?
Thank you. The first thing I would do is look for federal subsidy money to bring more police officers to Toledo. There's a lot of money out there for this. You will also have to check the budget and restructure. Things just don't happen on their own, and we're premature at this point to put it together completely. I'd also like to say that the impact on Toledo, I believe, having our officers out there on the streets would deter crime more. Although Toledo is not, per capita, very bad with its crime. Although Toledo people would like it to be better, at least 30 to 40%. Thank you very much.
Mr. Harmon, most mayors come to office with a background in community or public service, as a volunteer, as a member of an appointed board, as a leader in a public policy issue, or as an elected official. What community service have you performed or been involved in that best prepares you for the job of being mayor?
Thank you for that question, Tom. My community service starts as a very young boy. I used to go mow lawns for little old ladies, and then I became a Boy Scout, and I used to do a lot of community service through my Boy Scouts. As I got older, I did a lot of community development and a lot of community service through my church, out helping people, Christmas time, you name it, all over the city. I've yet to turn a person down who was in need, that needed a lending, helping hand. I feel almost obligated because of the background that I've had just within my family. My parents have always taught me to help others and to look into the community and try to make the community a better place to live. Thank you.
What is your style of management? How will you get things done if you are elected mayor?
As far as management goes with me, I like to put key people into key places. One person cannot do everything. Although some people would like to believe that, it's not possible. Even if I were the smartest man on the planet, I would not have enough hours in a day to do that. So the type of management I like is to put people into these key jobs so that they can do the jobs that they function well at. And then to go back and see and to check on them to see where they're headed, where they're going, where they've been, and to use the normal principles of business and to use the normal principles of government, and then fine-tune them into something that works for the moment, because sometimes what you're trying to do works now, but it doesn't work tomorrow. So you have to keep readjusting things to keep them in order. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'd like to agree with all of the other candidates. I'd also like to say that I don't think people are looking at the big picture here. The Toledo public school system has to take every student, no matter what problems they have. They don't have the opportunities like all the private schools in Toledo to choose their students. I teach in one of those schools, so I know this. The Toledo public schools have a dilemma where they have to teach all these problem children, and that means that no matter what their deficiencies are, no matter what their problems are, they still have to deal with this. And yet everyone wants them to turn out students like everyone else's who has a choice at what they want to do. We need to look deeper into this than just coming off with a few sentences at what this needs to settle this. And thank you for this opportunity to make mention.
Okay, thank you. And now comes the time for the closing statements. Mr. Harmon, it's your turn for closing statements.
Again, I thank you for this opportunity. If elected mayor of Toledo, I will do everything within my power to make Toledo a better place to live, work, and play. A city we can be proud to live in and enjoy. A city functional and alive. A city proud. It is my feelings that we must move forward with our aspirations and our dreams for Toledo. I feel that Mayor Finkbeiner has changed that direction. But now, we must take care of our deteriorating streets, neighborhoods, alleys, and sewers.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Mr.
you
Harmon.
very much.
For all the men and women who made this debate possible, I'm Diane Larson. We join your program already in progress.